In this lesson, we're going to review what our book calls 10.1. We're going to take a look at quadratic equations and do a rough sketch on a coordinate plane. Talk about which way it opens using a formula to get the axis of symmetry and vertex. So let's get started. The first thing I want you to notice is that the equation is in standard form. This means that the a is the value on the x squared term, the b is the value on the x term, and the c is your constant. Then we memorize a formula, x equals the opposite of b over 2a. This gives us two things. The axis of symmetry is going to be x equals whatever number we get here. We also know that the number that we're going to get there also can be the x coordinate of our vertex. So the opposite of 8 would be negative 8 over 2 times a. So negative 8 over negative 4, which is a positive 2. So x equals 2 would be my axis of symmetry. Here comes our little butterfly friend again. So we know that the red line is going to be at x equals 2. To find our vertex, we'll find out how high or how low our parabola is going to start. And to take a look at our a value will tell us which way our butterfly is going to be facing. If it's a negative a, our butterfly is going to be facing down. If it's a positive a, our butterfly is going to be facing upwards. So we do know that our graph is going to look something like this, but again, until we find where our vertex point is, we don't know where this butterfly is going to land. To get that, we're going to do f of x such that x is the number that we just had. And so we could put this on our graphing calculator using parentheses. Anywhere where I see an x, I'm now going to put a 2. On the main screen, I can put that up just like I saw it, or just like I have it. The calculator knows to multiply there, it knows to square before it multiplies. And I get that the y coordinate is going to be 3. So when I input 2, I'm going to get an answer of 3. So that 2 comma 3 is going to be the bottom of our butterfly, if you will. We know it's going to open downward, but if we want to see how wide it's going to be, we might pick a value to the left of 2, which would be 1, and to the right of 2, which would be 3. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do f of 1 and f of 3, again, to see how wide these butterfly wings are going to be. A nice trick, I can go back into the equation that I just had, or the expression that I just had, sorry, by hitting second enter. And anywhere where I see the x, I can change it to a 1. And then again, second enter, and anywhere I see the x, I can change it to a 3. Now, because of the idea of the butterfly, we should get the same answer both times for these, and we do. So when x is 1, y is 1, and when x is 3, y is 1, we kind of got a rough sketch of what our butterfly is going to look like. So our vertex is 2 comma 3. It opens downward because our leading coefficient was negative, and to get some other points on our parabola, we could just plug in some other values. So when I plugged in a 2, we got a 3. When I plugged in a 1, we got a 1. When I plugged in a 3, we got a 1. We just plotted those 3 points to connect our parabola. Good luck on this section.